Hi, guys. I didn't realize you were already here. Welcome to Weekly Travel Updates. I'm Melinda Fargus, and I own Action Travel. And I bring these stories to you on a weekly basis just so you know what's going on in the travel industry and so you know how to travel. Well, this is pre election night. I hope that you are one of the 70 million people who voted early. And no matter who wins, we have a divided country. And my goal now, I hope my person wins. I do. But my goal is to work on reducing division going forward. Um, I have been blessed to be with a great group of people, and we worked on get out the vote, not for a particular candidate, just to make sure people do get out there and vote. Okay. Um, right here before elections, one of the news stories carried today. Do you have alexomnia? That is the inability to sleep right before the elections because we are so stressed about who's going to win. Well, um, only one more day. And while there's been several who promised to leave the country if Trump was elected, and then others who went to the extremes of we will make these kind of changes as soon as Kamala is elected. Well, we need to work on love and not division. Oh, I forgot my love sign. Well, see, you have missed having the standard weekly travel updates because we have a new baby. And we were in Asheville without Wi-Fi for let's see, that would have been the 7, 18, 19, around the 20th of October. And then last Monday, I had the opportunity to go hold my brand new little grandson, and I did. And I tried my best to get online. I did a short Facebook Live, but I tried my best to do it as a StreamYard and to do a full schedule for you. It just dropped. And later on, I had several people say that even the Facebook Live was kind of spotty. Um, there are still not true connections up there, and they still have no cable TV or things like that, things that we take for granted. And since this is the month of November, the month of Thanksgiving, I've been very careful to be thankful every single day. November 1st, it was for my family and friends. November 2nd, it was for my new family, my baby Grayson. And November 3rd, it was getting outdoors because we had a beautiful day. Just a beautiful day. And then on the 4th, well, it is about, I am very thankful for my connections and my community. You're part of my community. This channel is part of my community. There are other travel resources that both they are my community and I am their community. So it's all good. Um, you know, I hated to bring it up, but last week when I talked about the storms that the Mr. Weatherman, the YouTube channel, Mr. Weatherman, he is who I watch. Like if I have somebody traveling on a cruise, getting ready to go through the Caribbean, I want to know what's going on in all the islands. And he has been very straight up with his forecast. Actually, he was the very first newscaster who said that Hurricane Helene would come up through the Carolinas. Well, we didn't want that to be true. He was correct. And he is saying that the quiet fall weather we have here is not an indication of what's getting ready to happen. I talked about Raphael last week, and sure enough, Raphael is a tropical storm. It's over Jamaica right now. they could see up to 8 inches of rain. And Lord knows there was Milton that took the power down in Cuba across the whole island. It's headed for Cuba by tomorrow evening. Grand Cayman is right in its way. And even though it's skirting up and kind of heading northwest, seas around our own Key West can be 8 to 10 feet. And wow, that's just disastrous. Normally in November, the hurricane season, we have one named hurricane. And it looks like we certainly could see more than that in the month of November. After Raphael, we're gonna welcome Sarah. I don't think any hurricane is welcome, but we will have Sarah, and after Sarah, Tony. So I will keep you up to date. I did want to bring you good news about Western North Carolina. Just today was the very first day that students could get back into one of the last colleges to reopen. I mean, guys, it happened before the end of September, and there was so much devastation in particularly schools. It was Lee's McCrane College was the last private college to reopen in Western North Carolina. And you think about 6 weeks that they lose out of a semester, that's a whole lot to make up. I saw that the Lake Lure Bridge was reopened today as well. And, our baby Grayson was born and quickly taken from Marion to Asheville's Mission Hospital, the one that was on TV where they were lifting people, evacuating them by helicopter from Mission Hospital. Mission Hospital is huge. So if you have ever seen it, you could understand how parts of it could have been in a more of an emergency situation. But all around Asheville, there's still piles. People are so concerned about getting their homes and families situated that businesses are still, many of them, hardly touched after this length of time. It's going to take a long time to rebuild. Well, our baby stayed in Mission Hospital for 5 nights. But thankfully, he is home and healthy, and his 2-week doctor's appointment, they said he's doing great. I meant to tell you one more thing about the elections. I was quite surprised that if you're on a Carnival cruise this week, you won't hear anything about the elections. They have decided not to share election results on any of its ships. Not to say that somebody, can't go to Google on their own device and find out, but they are not going to share it publicly. And I'm not going to go into it because I have lots of great travel customers on both sides of the political spectrum. But you need to go out and Google or just search for the Trump cruise song. Royal Caribbean did not endorse it. Royal Caribbean really has not said anything about it, which is probably the smartest move. But oftentimes when you get on a ship, the people who are trying to get you all jazzed up, they say, "Hey, are you ready to have a good time? Raise your hand." And everybody, yay, yay. If you're ready to do this, raise your hand. Yay, yay. And so somebody took, they took the footage of that and they put a song to it. and it's definitely pro-Trump. It all rhymes, and several people brought it to my attention. It started from a TikTok post, and it has grown. It's everywhere. I've seen it on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can just Google Royal Caribbean Trump cruise video. I have to pull it back up so I can show Mom. But anyway, guys, we have a lot of critical things that we'll have to deal with next week after this election. I hope your guy wins. I wasn't going to say, but surely you know, I'm definitely for Trump. As a small business owner, I can tell you our days when Trump was in office were record breaking. And as soon as things changed, so did business. And increasingly, I have watched travel companies declare bankruptcy, go out of business. One of the reasons that I decided to close my own office was because I saw so many giants in this industry close their doors. And, I haven't been in business 80 years, 60 years, like some of these other giants who are gone. But, we are close to 40 years, and it was a lot of stress trying to be efficient for everybody all the time. So this way, I work privately and I work with who I want to work with. So I much prefer it this way. But next week, I will be on location. As long as I can get out of class, I'm going to be at the Signature Travel Convention in Las Vegas. And just look for me Monday evening. I will post exactly the time after I get there and get checked in, and I will make sure that the same time slot works, because if it's 7:30 here, it means it's 4:30 there. I would think that would work fine. I know that we start registration at 11 a.m. So could probably get registered and be where I need to be and see you on time. We'll plan on it. But either way, I'm excited to go out and come back with all the latest and greatest in the travel industry just for you and my very important customers. All right, guys. Ciao, and thank you so much for coming over tonight. Thank you for the prayers and kind words and all the encouragement after the birth of my grandson, Grayson Frederick Vargas. And I'm just blessed. If you have not thought about being grateful in the month of November, it's not too late. You only have 4 days to make up for. Day 1, family and friends. Day 2, my new family. Day 3, it was to be outside. It was such a beautiful day. It was the crispness of fall, but the warmth of spring. It was just a beautiful day. And today is all about getting business set up. And I'm grateful and thankful for 34 years in Alamance County. Anyway, ciao, guys. Have a great week. I look forward to seeing you in Vegas next week. Bye.